favors, let me watch you from a distance. 'Cause when you're near, I find it hard to keep my head. And when your eyes throw light at mine, it's enough to change my mind. Make me leave my cautious words and ways behind. That's why I'm easy. Yeah, I'm easy. Say you want me, I'll come running without taking time to think, because I'm easy. Yeah, I'm easy. Take my hand and pull me down. I won't put up any fight, because I'm easy. Yeah, I'm easy. Give the word, I'll play your game as though that's how it ought to be, because I'm easy.
Good evening, DU to Fáilte Roimh, and you're all very welcome to this evening's live stream of the opening of the 2020 Galway Film Fleadh, where we're all counting down towards our opening night film, The 8th. A fantastic new documentary I know you're all going to enjoy. I hope by now you've all added The 8th to your online library at galwayfilmfleadh.com. When the clock strikes 7:30, we're all going to press play simultaneously and sit down to watch this film together. Share your thoughts and your questions online using #FilmFleadh. Send us in pictures if you feel like it of your home cinema setup at home. We'd love to see where you're going to be watching the Fleadh from. For now, before we get to the film, I'm going to be joined by some Fleadh friends. I'm going to be talking to one of our esteemed jury members, Michael Smiley, to the host of our Film Fleadh co-video party, Alison Spittle, and to some of our Fleadh filmmakers, Owen Mackin and Travis Fimmel. But first, earlier, I spoke to Chair of Screen Ireland, Annie Duna, who told me what she was most looking forward to at this year's Galway Film Fleadh.
We all look forward to the Fleadh every year, and it's great that we bring international talent together. We get to showcase Irish film, but also, Will, as you say, we meet other filmmakers, we meet people in the industry, and we have fun and we learn about what's happening in their worlds as well as our own. So well done to Miriam, yourself, and all the team for managing to get this festival at least online so that the Fleadh is going ahead in 2020, because believe me, we all need it.
Oh, thanks. Well, yeah, we're pretty chuffed with ourselves at the moment, I'm not going to lie. As you say, it's you know, it is important that there's a bit of continuity, even though production's kind of halted, exhibition largely halted as well. I think the continuity of the festival circuit's important. What are your guys' feelings at Screen Ireland? You're, of course, at the chair there, heading into the latter half of 2020 and looking at 2021. Where are we going from here?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a very tough few months for individuals and communities all over the world. But, you know, for the film industry, it's been very hard. We pretty much had to stop production overnight, as you know, Will. So lots of projects that were already in production or just about to begin were put on ice. So we've been working really hard to support the industry during that time, you know, to give people money for development of movies, to work with people to support them, to work with the government around insurance for the industry, and with Screen Producers Ireland developing guidelines for the good day when we're up and running again.
So I'm going to leave it there and we'll get on with the show. Maybe any other personal recommendations for audiences watching at the moment?
I mean, I'm hopefully going to be watching a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of Irish films, you know, The Winter Lake, Redemption of a Rogue, Rose Plays Julie. There's a number of fantastic Irish films in your festival, and I would encourage people to watch them, to enter into discussion around them. And there's some great Irish films coming up next year as well, which we'll be announcing very soon. So once again, well done to Miriam and yourselves. It's fantastic that the festivals are still going ahead. We'd all love to be in the bar in Galway, but Will, I hope next year, you know, to be giving you that hug in the bar. Hopefully we'll be allowed.
I look forward to it. Thanks so much, Annie, and we'll see you online during the week. That was Annie Duna, Chair of Screen Ireland. Just one of our many supporters who we're so grateful to, who we wouldn't be here this evening if it wasn't for their funding and support. And what's more, we wouldn't be here this evening if it wasn't for the woman at the top who made the call that we were going to pull an online festival out of the bag this year so that the Film Fleadh could still take place in 2020. A woman who, by her own admission, is not au fait with all things technological. Those are her words, not mine. But stepped outside of her comfort zone to pull this thing off. I'm talking, of course, about our fearless leader and CEO of the Galway Film Fleadh, Miriam Allen, who joined me from her home in Connemara earlier. Hi, this is weird, isn't it?
It is. It's very weird. But listen, hey.
Yeah,
we have to
we're
stop
here.
meeting like this, Will.
So here we are. I was just chatting with Annie Duna, and she mentioned some of the highlights that she's looking forward to. Do you want to give us one or two Miriam Allen personal recommendations?
Cat Collins is always a surefire hit at the Fleadh. Henry Glassy, Fieldwork. What a beautiful piece of art on film. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, same here. Tell us a bit about, because we quite recently announced on our website, of course, galwayfilmfleadh.com, where people can find everything. We recently announced the panels. If people haven't read about those yet, again, give us just one or two of your own personal recommendations for ones that people should tune into.
Okay, well, as always, the Fleadh Forum, which is on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, 2:00 every day, because we have consistency, I suppose, across our timeline. Sarah Dillon from the Rap Fund, thank you, Sarah, so much for your work on that, alongside, obviously, Debbie and Liz from the fair. I think they're going to be very interesting because they're a temperature check on what is happening now in the industry, I suppose, starting pre-COVID, COVID, and what is the audiovisual landscape going to look like post-COVID. So I think they are definitely 3 panel sessions to listen into. And then we have our In Conversations with, I mean, how incredible are they? The wonderful and very nice Keith Carradine, interviewed by Kate O'Toole. Nicole Hollefencer in conversation with Mary Kate O'Flanagan. And Joe Dante in conversation with Aisling Clark. What's not to love? Get on galwayfilmfleadh.com.
Okay, so before you and I start to sound like shills too much, tell us, how are you going to watch the 8th tonight out there in Ballindangan?
I'm actually going to watch it with my family. Paula is going to make a lovely meal, and I'm going to have my sister Laurie and my sister Norma and my mother, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I suppose we'll just, be having a little bit of a, hello. And after this, as I'd say, Paula's made a lovely chicken dinner, but we'll be waiting until after the 8th to watch it. Eat it.
Okay.
Eat it.
That sounds good.
Actually, just before I head off and leave you there, Will, I just want to say a big shout out to all of our funders, all of the filmmakers and the team. And I hope nobody will mind if I do a special shout out to Liz and to Paula and to Eve, who I didn't mention on the launch night. That's it from me. Listen, goodbye now from Connemara, and back over now to you, Will, in the studio.
Speaking of our short film programmer, Eve Collins, she joins me on the line from Dublin. Hi, Eve.
Hey, Will, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. This is so weird. I keep saying it, but it's true.
Up in Dublin, haven't been down to Galway now in months, so it's very, it's a little bit surreal not seeing you guys, but the show must go on, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's going to go on with 10 short film programs. Tell us all about them.
Yeah, so we got 10 short programs in total. So we have 6 Irish, we have 3 world, and we have 1 program for the Junior Film Fleadh, which is tailored to a young adult audience. So there's a nice mix of animation, documentary, fiction, including comedy and horror. There's something for everybody, and over that there is a nice mix of established directors and debut directors, and I have to say a really, really high quality of student filmmaking. So there's a really nice mix, and they're all fighting it out for one of 3, may I say, Oscar qualifying short film awards. So very exciting times ahead.
Very exciting. It's great that you mentioned both established and emerging, because of course the short's always great for discovery, but we've got some big names directing short content this year.
Yeah, we do. We have a really nice collection from international filmmakers that have won big awards across the festival circuit before it shut down a little bit. And we have lots of new Irish films premiering with us. So it's very exciting. And it's exciting that they're all now sitting safely in the hands of the jury. So yeah, it's good times ahead. So our shorts will screen every day from, at 1 and 5 o'clock. And all the filmmakers will be taking online, getting ready to hear everyone's tweets and praise. And so they deserve all the love they can get. So so I'd ask everyone to tune in #FilmFla. So yeah, exciting.
Brilliant. Thanks, Eve. We'll do just that. And as we mentioned, the short films are always such fertile ground for the discovery of new talent. And on the topic of new talent, I've got some breaking news for everyone who's tuned in and watching. I'm going to announce the nominees of our 2020 Bingham Ray New Talent Award. This is our spotlight for new and emerging talent. All of these people have amazing projects in the lineup at this year's Galway Film Fleadh, and I highly recommend you check them out at galwayfilmfleadh.com. And the nominees are James Fitzgerald, director, The Invisible Boy, no relation. Ping Kong Studios' Niamh Herity and Aoife Doyle, producer and lead animator on The Dead Hands of Dublin. Lauren Coe, actor, Nocturnal. Emma Foley and Tamron Rennick, producers, Redemption of a Rogue. And Edwina Casey, director, Algorithm, and producer, Here Are the Young Men. So congratulations to all the nominees. Like I said, you can catch all of those projects at galwayfilmfleadh.com. Add those films to your library so that they're ready to press play when they become available. galwayfilmfleadh.com is where you can also see the schedule for the entire week so that you can see what films become available and when. And speaking of Here Are the Young Men, Edwina's film, we're joined by the director, Owen Mackin, and one of the stars, Travis Fimmel, from sunny Los Angeles. Hey guys.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate. Yeah, we're in Galway.
Of course you do. Who wouldn't want to be in Galway, especially on Fleadh Week? But it's a little miserable outside. I'm guessing things look slightly better there in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think it's about 34 or something today. 34? Yeah. That's why I'm wearing low clothes, because it's cold.
So listen, we're going to do a deep dive on the film later this week on Saturday when we get to premiere it, but maybe just give us like a little bit of a taster, maybe even Owen, what attracted you to the project in the first place?
So the film is based off a book with the same name, Here the Young Men, by an Irish author called Rob Doyle, who wrote this amazing book. And I met Rob at the Book Awards, read his book, and it's really cinematic, and it looks at, you know, youth of a certain time in Ireland, and it's aggressive and it's violent and it's beautiful and it's painful and it's and there's a lot of kind of morals going through the film that I kind of wanted people to try and understand. Travis's character is you know, a reflection of kind of the devil, is a word, the reflection of kind of what can happen through media that almost imposes itself upon youth. And so yeah, it's a coming of age story with a kind of a pulpy twist. Right, I mean, your character's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's great young actors all in it. Finn Cole and Dane Chapman and your
Ferdy Walsh-Pilo as well. So we got a really great cast, and it's it's an energetic, vibrant coming of age film.
Absolutely. All those things that you mentioned, violent, beautiful, you know, this hedonism. Travis, what was it in the script that, you know, that Owen was able to get you to sign up for this?
This guy is a really artistic script in a way. There's great characters for everybody, and I'm a big believer in how media influences young people, and I feel like it doesn't do a good job, especially in this day and age. But it's a really interesting script, and Owen wrote adapted the book into a screenplay and did a fantastic job, and great young actors. And Ireland is one of my favorite places in the world, and I do any job there. I love it there.
I mean, I did tell him he was going to be filming in Galway. That's the reason he came and did it.
Ah, God, you hooked into it. Yeah, Dublin summer, even though as brilliant as you make it out to be in the film, it's not the same as the Galway summer.
Not
Not
the same
ever.
as Galway. Not the same as
I
Galway.
know travel restrictions. Travel restrictions have got you stuck there at the moment, but if you could fly out, what would be the first thing you did when you landed in Dublin?
Come and see you, mate. Have a beer with you.
I appreciate that. I don't believe you, but cheers.
I would.
Anthony, you'll miss about this year's Galway Film Fleadh? About
Mate,
not being here in person?
You know, the Galway Film Fleadh is honestly one of my favorite experiences of making films. It's always my very, very first films started off in the Galway Fleadh, and they've always been really supportive of Irish film and filmmakers, and it's been the greatest buzz, and there's some always brilliant films in the festival. So I'm devastated we can't be there. I'm devastated people can't be in the cinema right now in Galway, because I think it's one of the best festivals in the world, and it's just the people. So I think it's really great that you guys are doing this the way you are. I think it's really important because the Fleadh is such an important festival. So, but if we could be at
the best Fleadh I can put together.
Great.
We appreciate that. Listen, you'll come back and you'll both join us on Saturday, won't you, for the Q&A?
Sure, 100%.
Brilliant. Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you guys then. Thanks a million for joining us all the way from across the pond. Now, guys, we've got some more breaking news. We're ready to announce the 10 finalists in the 2020 Galway Film Fleadh pitching competition. Each of these finalists is going to give the elevator pitch of their film to our panel of judges and to you, the audience at home, live online on Sunday at 12. So, our 10 finalists are Emmett McMullen for his project Insurrection, Conor Dowling for The Chosen, Stephen Murphy for The Follies of Herbert Lane, Alice McDowell for Rain Song, Sarah Fenelon for the Darlington Academy for Young Girls, Thomas Ryan for Fred and Ginger, Sinead O'Loughlin, A Better Forest, Jennifer Davidson, My Brilliant Embarrassing Dad, Brian McIntyre, Riptide, and Ross White and Tom Berkeley with their project Songbird. So best of luck to all the finalists, and as I say, tune in Sunday at 12 to see who's going to win that €3,000 prize. Now, we're getting ever closer to our opening night film, which, as I say, we're counting down to 7:30. We're all going to press play together and watch as one audience. And I'm joined from London by someone who has great experience in this communal viewing online experience, the host of the pandemic's hit co-video parties. I'm talking, of course, about Alison Spittle. Hi, Alison.
Hi, it's lovely to be here. Thank you so much for having me. It's a delight.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, no matter. I was at Galway Film Fleadh last year and it was amazing. And it's great that you're putting this endeavour together. That's great.
Thanks, Mel. We appreciate it. That was with Extraordinary. I think we shared the stage together last year for that.
Yeah, I had a very small role in it, but it was so exciting. If I wasn't in the film, I would genuinely say it's the best Irish film I've ever seen in my life. Like, that's how much I love that film. But I can't say that because I'm in it and I'm Irish and I have to be, demure about it. But it's a wonderful film. So yeah,
you don't have to be demure at all.
No.
So listen, tell us, for people who aren't au fait with this, any tips for watching online, a co-video party online?
So I started co-video party on the 13th of March because the cinemas were closed. And my favorite thing to do is go watch a film. And it doesn't matter whether it's bad or good. I like to watch a film and then I like to walk and talk with people after and talk about it. And I was going to miss that communal experience. So I set up a video party, which is a way that people can watch films together on Twitter. And we did it for 100 days in a row. At 9 p.m. every night, we put on a film. And then the stuff started opening up, and we made it weekly. And then it's lovely that the Galway Film Fleadh got me involved. And what it is basically, tips for people, is normally I would dress up as a character from the film, but like I've been looking through it it's going to be very hard to dress up as like Aaron Monaghan or whatever. I'll give it a but yeah, it's kind of exciting to be involved. And my tips are stay hydrated, make sure you have your snacks available, and just like when you're leaving the house during lockdown, go to the toilet, make sure that you're fully empty and you're ready for this experience.
Wise words, and for filmmakers to make films for small bladders. Listen, we'll see you all week. Thanks a million again for joining us, Alison. And right now we're going to go from London to Kent to talk to one of our Film Fleadh jurors. Mr. Michael Smiley, how are you doing?
Very well, very well. I'm in an attic in Kent. I feel like a sort of a Kentish Anne Frank. I've run away from London. I'm hiding up in an attic in Kent. So I'm only here. I'm only up here because it's the best place to get some Wi-Fi connection. Because if I'm in Deal, Kent, which feels like it's frozen in time down here. So bear with me. It might freeze from time to time. But we'll do the best that we can.
Well, I hope you have a nice time down there. And listen, sure, while you're down there, you're going to be also pulling jury duty for us, which I have to say thanks a million for doing.
No, it's an honor. Thank you.
It's great to have you involved. I mean, I think we've had a good streak now of you being at Galway here at the Fleadh, and we would have missed you terrible if you weren't involved somewhat this year.
That's kind. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. I love it. You know, going there. I think the first time I went was My Name Is Emily, with the late Simon Fitzmaurice's film, and that was just great, you know. And I just really love the atmosphere of Galway. I love Galway anyway. I love the West anyway. There's a real change in Ireland. The more west you go, it feels greener. It feels more Irish. It feels a bit more wild. It feels a bit more sort of it's a bit more cerebral down that neck of the woods. People still, you know, talk about magic and stuff. So I love going down there. And yeah, it is. It's still a bit fairyland down there. I love that. You know, Galway head the balls are great. Some of my favourite people. So going down there and getting involved in that festival, which for me is one of the best ones in the world, because it's got that, you know, it's informal, but at the same time it's incredibly serious, and it's a good laugh. And people stay up to 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and strike deals over pints of Guinness in a hotel bar, getting their best mates in headlocks and singing songs. It's fantastic, you know.
Brilliant. Yeah, it was such an honor to debut your short last year here in Galway. And off the back of that, now we've got you looking at more shorts this year as a member of our shorts jury. You looking forward to you know, discovering some of the new talent that's out there this year?
Yeah, I really very much so. Very much so. I was looking at the more documentary-based shorts. I've seen a batch of those, and they're just fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah, brilliant. And I have to say fair play to our short film programmer, Reeve Collins, as well, who put that program together. And of course, the reason we have you looking at the documentaries is, of course, we can't have you judging the dramas because you're in one. You've got a new short film this year. Tell us about Rough.
Well, Rough is it's sort of about a young man whose dog gets accused of killing this other man's cat. The only problem is the other man is a local sort of could we say community leader? We call them community leaders now. I love the idea that what community is this? He's probably killed and tortured and maimed like countless people, but when his wee cat gets killed, it breaks his heart.
Yeah, the pussycat's a step too far.
Well,
dogs and cats, it's a tale as old as time.
But it's also, there's also something very British about that as well. You know, that the English get very hot under the collar about, and rightly so, about cruelty to animals and their love for animals and their love for their dogs and stuff like that. But they can have quite a laissez-faire attitude to other human beings who are suffering as well. Well,
thanks again for your time this evening. I don't want to tax your bandwidth too much. You have your work cut out for you being on the jury for the short docs. I hope you have pleasurable watching. And listen, I hope you'll come back and join us in person as well when this is all over.
Try and keep me away. And it's an honor to be asked. It really is. So thank you. All right.
Cheers. We're looking forward to it. Slán. Michael Smiley there, joining us from his attic. Don't say the Galway Film Fleadh doesn't transport you to amazing locales. Now, we all know that you're going to miss the Rowing Club this year, where we have the chats, where we break bread and listen to some amazing live music. One of our most favourite acts from recent years of the Rowing Club is, of course, the Galway Street Club, and they've recorded a special treat for you at home tonight.
Hello everyone at the Film Fleadh. We're super happy to be playing some songs for you today, and we're very sad that we're going to be missing our gig in the Rowing Club this year, so we just wanted to congratulate you on your 32nd year of Film Fleadh, and have a great year, and we'll see you next year at the Rowing Club. Well, I look down the river. What do you think I see? I see a band of angels. They're coming after me. Look down yonder, Gabriel. Put your feet on the land and see. Hey, Gabriel, don't blow your trumpet, boy, till you hear from me. Oh, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. So meet me, Jesus, meet me. Meet me in the middle of the air. And if my wings don't fail me, Lord, I'm sure I'll meet you there. Meet me, Mama, Papa. Meet me by the river road. Mama, don't you know you'll hear from me when I break my load? Oh, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Oh, so I look down that river. What do you think I see? I see a band of angels. Oh, they're coming after me. Look down yonder, Gabriel. Put your feet on the land and see. Oh, Gabriel, don't blow your trumpet, boy, till you hear from me. Oh, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Oh, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Oh, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down.
Okay, so we have about 1 minute left. If you haven't done so already, go to galwayfilmfla.com. Add the 8th to your online library. Post your questions, your thoughts online using hashtag Filmfla. We'll pick them out. We'll share them with the filmmakers. We'll have an amazing FLA. We have 5 days of amazing features, documentaries, animations, short films ahead. And I hope you're all as excited for it as I am. Again, join me back here for the Q&A. Please enjoy the film, the 8th, and I'll see you all week. I'm Will Fitzgerald. Have a great FLA, everyone. Bye.